people misunderstand automated income. They imagine money arriving without effort. That is not what happens. The effort does not disappear, it just moves earlier in the process. You build structure once, then that structure repeats outcomes. This video explains how automated income systems actually function. Not what to buy, not what to sell, just the underlying structure that makes them work. Section 1. What automation really means. Every automated income system is built on one principle. Effort does not disappear, it relocates. In traditional work, effort and income happen at the same time. You work an hour, you get paid for that hour. In automated systems, effort happens before income arrives. Design replaces repetition. You invest time up front in 4 areas: setting rules, defining workflows, creating assets, removing decisions. Once those elements are in place and stable, the system can repeat itself without much intervention. Automation is not laziness, it is delayed compensation. A single decision you make today can generate dozens of outcomes tomorrow. Section 2. The 3-layer structure. Every automated income system shares the same basic structure. 3 layers: input, process, output. If any one of these layers is weak, the system fails. Let me show you 2 simple examples. In the first example, someone searches for a specific question and finds your content. They download a template. An email sequence automatically delivers the next steps. A small percentage end up buying a product that solves their problem. In the second example, a business downloads a guide from your website. A form routes them into a system and tags them by category. A follow-up sequence triggers on its own. A small percentage book a call or request a quote. In both cases, the system is not making money by itself. It is guiding people through a path you designed once and then allowed to repeat. Section 3. Layer 1. Input. Input is how the system receives attention, data, or demand. Without input, nothing else matters. Input can come from many places: search traffic, social discovery, paid ads, email lists, referrals, marketplaces, platform recommendations. Most people assume automation starts with tools. It does not. It starts with reliable input. The strongest systems are built around predictable demand. They do not rely on constant creativity or constant outreach. They work because people already have the problem, and those people are already looking for a solution. That is why stable inputs usually come from evergreen topics: recurring problems, repeating user behavior, platform mechanics that reward consistency. The system does not chase people. It positions itself where people are already arriving. If your input is unstable, the system becomes dependent on constant effort, and that defeats the entire purpose. Section 4. Layer 2. Process. This is where automation actually happens. The process layer defines what happens after someone arrives, what decisions get made, what actions get triggered. Good processes reduce choice. Most systems fail because they depend on human decision-making at every step. Humans get tired, humans forget, humans hesitate. Systems do not. Strong processes are designed so that the same input leads to the same output most of the time, and it does not depend on your attention or motivation. This could include automated email sequences, routing logic, scheduling, lead scoring, fulfillment steps, customer onboarding, content publishing pipelines. A process is not just software, it is a set of rules. Software only executes what you tell it to. The goal is not speed, it is consistency. A process that works most of the time without your attention is more scalable than a perfect process that needs you every day. Section 5. Layer 3. Output. Output is the result your system produces: a sale, a lead, a subscription, a transaction, an appointment, a renewal. But output is not the end of the system. In strong automated systems, output feeds back into input. Revenue funds distribution. Data improves targeting. Usage improves relevance. Testimonials increase trust. Retention creates predictable baseline income. This feedback loop is what makes the system durable. Without it, automation slowly breaks down. A durable system is not one that runs forever without maintenance. It is one that can correct itself when conditions change. Section 6. Decision removal. The most overlooked part of automation is decision elimination. Most work is not execution. It is deciding what to do next. A strong automated system reduces decisions in 3 places: decisions your audience has to make, decisions you have to make, and decisions the system makes internally. For your audience, you reduce friction. You make the next step obvious. For yourself, you remove repeated choices. You stop asking, should I follow up? Should I send this message? Should I post today? For the system, you build rules. If this happens, do that. If they click, send the next step. If they do not respond, wait and try again later. That is why automation feels like leverage. It replaces repeated decision-making with structure. Section 7. Assets as the engine. Automated income becomes possible when your system runs on assets. Assets are things you build once that keep working. Content that ranks or stays relevant, templates, checklists, digital products, email sequences, sales pages, onboarding flows, systems documentation, partnerships and distribution channels. The more durable the asset, the more leverage your system creates. Instead of doing more work to earn more, the system earns more because your assets keep functioning. Section 8. Why most automation fails. Most people fail at automation because they try to automate chaos. They build systems before they understand demand, before they understand behavior, before they understand constraints. Automation does not fix a broken process, it multiplies it. If your input is weak, automation amplifies that weakness. If your process is unclear, automation amplifies the confusion. Every system operates inside constraints: platform rules, audience trust, delivery capacity, budget limits, time, and attention. Ignoring those constraints creates fragile systems. A system is not strong because it is complex. It is strong because it is aligned with reality. Strong systems are simple before they are automated, and they respect the constraints they operate within. Section 9. Maintenance is not work. There is a common misunderstanding that automated income requires zero involvement. That is not true. Every system requires maintenance. The difference is frequency and intensity. Maintenance looks like monitoring performance, updating assets, fixing breakpoints, adjusting messaging, responding to market shifts, improving conversion points. Work is constant execution. Maintenance is periodic correction. A well-built system allows you to do small maintenance instead of grinding every day. Section 10. Start small. Many systems fail because they try to scale too early. Scale magnifies mistakes. The most reliable automated income systems start small. One input source, one process, one output. Only after they are stable do they expand. Clarity comes before growth. One strong, clear process is worth more than 10 weak attempts. Closing automated income does not guarantee wealth, it does not remove effort, it does not eliminate risk. What it does provide is predictability, time, flexibility, structural advantage, repeatable outcomes. That is the real value. The effort you put in early becomes the structure that works later. Once you understand how the system operates, the mystery disappears. What remains is structure, and structure is something you can design. Mastering automation is not about avoiding work, it is about building systems that operate reliably without constant supervision. If you want more explanations like this, subscribe for future breakdowns. The goal here is straightforward. Understand structure well enough to design your own.